Hello everybody, welcome back to Beach Family Gaming, more Hogwarts Legacy, and we're looking at most of the vivariums showing on the screen now. And deep stumbling. It changes a little bit, but doesn't really change enough. It's definitely not ours. Just waiting for everything to pop up. Yeah, we changed our decor a little bit. We didn't really do much otherwise in here,
There's a plaque.
Hmm?
There's a plaque on the pedestal. Does that actually say anything, or is that just blank?
It's blank.
Aww. I would have at least put, like, the modeler's name on it.
Something, yeah. We did kind of cheat. The stop spell is working on that. It just takes forever to do.
It's something we will not be doing on records.
No, it stalls it out. You're sitting a good minute to do it.
Crash. It just takes forever.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
It's just we got enough of the moons to help to the next step for the caretaker. That's my big priority right now. Honestly, if I see one of the keys while I'm running around, I will do it once in a video. Just to show how whack it is of a technique. That's the key word, if I come across one. Doing this quick run over. This video is going to be, this sequence will be a bunch of the side quests. And that's one of the ones I want the story of. I love the fact his name is Eddie Cleaver, though. The one screaming running away.
Mm-hmm.
Proof there's a story there.
But I can't get any info on him online.
There's nothing. And I don't think they did anything special otherwise for him, but it's a curiosity. Damn, girlfriend.
He's a pirate.
You've made your point. I love it.
I've been collecting chisels.
Hello, Mr.
All
Moon.
that's even on the fan with the is Eddie Cleaver's a ghost found at Hogwarts is constantly being chased by another over his misdeeds.
I don't help us much, does it?
That's all there is.
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been
Human
busy.
ghost, male,
Incredible.
appears in Hogwarts
Thank
like
you. You're ready for the final Alohomora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge
there's nothing
service.
there.
And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know.
Now, I'll
Thank
be
you
honest,
once again
if we
for
get
your
the conclusion for this to pop up during this video, I will go for it.
Now that you've mastered Alohomora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues
And I will finish the demiguise statues if I come across them. Just at this point, sweeping competition. Yeah, that qualifies as one I need to do.
And nobody can seem to get a good screenshot of them chasing each other, or chasing them.
It does go pretty quick, so try and get an actual screenshot.
This is the best one I'm seeing. It's blurry as hell.
Like I said, I agree with it being difficult to catch it. I'll fast travel to Irondale. I'll do the time trial.
But she does have an egg.
Just the idea. You made your point.
We did something wrong. She's chasing it next.
Was he peeking?
He is a pirate. Could have been a pirate peeping Tom.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the second best Slytherin.
Beat your time.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of
Yes,
course
we went
it's
for a very
another trial.
comfortable look.
And you'd better be taking
round.
part.
We spent way too long building this look.
So what? You finally scared everyone else away?
Oh, I have plenty of challengers. They're just not very good. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. Do I care? No. I say I'm the best, and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
This one is a little harder track, so we'll see how this goes. Because you gotta be a little smarter with it.
I'd say that was acceptable. Brilliant.
I'm sorry, when in doubt, I'm gonna make sure I hit the ring. Because like I said, this is where the actual times are
Brilliant.
a bit more challenging.
Now that's more like it.
And honestly, I'm making it look easy compared to most of the time I've done this one. All I can say is your view stick, when you're playing gamepad, does affect some of your minute turns. So if you need to do minute adjustments, you use the right stick. If you're doing more extreme, you're using the left. That's what I've learned. I'm sure there's still people struggling on these, so...
I'd say that was acceptable.
And this was still nowhere near a perfect round.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of our house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida said that I didn't have time for flying practice.
The game, because
I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous.
It's worth it.
Her thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with mer people.
You want your move up?
Won't even learn to swim.
Figured I asked one.
I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle
chocolate
someone
milk before
else's
people think
fragile
it's alcohol.
ego. Anyway,
No, they do have a brand of it that is also caffeinated with coffee. I'm trying to figure out how that works, but
It's just
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.
Did I take that or?
To race this course again, visit the podium with
pretty
the
sure
leaderboard,
you did.
where you can start the race and check your time.
Revelio.
We were down here when it would have went
Another
off.
successful
So.
flight.
I should have taken.
I should let Mr.
We've been
Weeks know.
having a little bit of stress. Problem with card side stuff.
This looks
Got a belt.
intriguing.
Yeah, let's just say anyone who knows it. Fighting a 17 belt is a nightmare.
Good news, we have the new belt.
Excuse me,
in, we're just
madam.
not
I
fighting it.
thought I heard you say something.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed.
I'm hoping to have it done by the
Madam
time this
Althea
video actually
Twiddle,
goes
pleased to
up.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the
Just in case we seem a
mysterious
little-
statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended
I'm
my
just
morning
watching her hat with a
constitutional a
slight
bit
sync
longer than
glitch.
usual.
An archaic
I'm sorry,
puzzle.
either of those kids
Sounds
are exchanging
fascinating.
slugs or
Yes,
candies.
see, I suspected you'd be
Slugs.
interested.
Slugs.
And wait till I
They're out
tell
in the
you about
hamlet.
the
It's
rumours
slugs.
surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband
Assume the
Greville
worst.
insisted that solving the
children,
puzzle
the
would
horses,
reveal a magical
exchanging slugs
challenge of
instead.
sorts. The man was intrigued by
No, in some areas they're a
He was
delicacy.
about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you
So
could
weird.
take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore.
Honestly,
near
I
those
will
old
try
ruins.
to
You
do
can't
this one
miss
in
it.
the video, even though I might regret it. But I'm only
If I
going to do
happen
one
to see it,
attempt.
I'll have a look.
The spirit of youth.
Yeah.
I do hope you'll be able to solve
But
the
I
puzzle.
will use
If
potions,
not
I
for
will
me, then
use
in
plants.
Greville's memory.
I will use every advantage I have.
Since you actually can't pick up a bunch more of all that stuff.
I should
What?
look into the statue
Sorry,
Madam
weird
Twiddle
raunchy
mentioned.
burp from dinner. Ravioli burp with a little bit of chocolate mousse tasted bad.
It would.
It's been hours.
This looks like the statue
I'd say
Madam
compliments to
Twiddle
the chef,
mentioned.
but you were the chef.
Whoever made the ravioli that gave it to Horace.
I suppose I should try to find all the vases.
For that, yeah.
Revelio.
See if I can find where the rest are easily concealed.
Revelio.
Sorry, this area is a little mean.
I think there should only be a few more vases.
And of all things, technically you don't have to go in for the completion.
I'm nearly finished. Only one more vase.
I just want to. I just want to show how mean these really are in one video. And of course I choose one of the longer ones.
That's it. I should tell Madam Twiddle about what happened.
All right. Of course. Okay, focus. I'm not too worried about. And honestly, against him, I'll have that. Okay, you need proof of how overpowered some of these plants are. Look at the state of him now. I never remember it giving me control in the first set. Ow.
Yeah, I've also cleared a couple of those in this one.
Yeah. Oh, I mistimed that one. Oh, there's wave one. Like I said, I'm taking advantage of some of it for this one. And actually, that worked fairly well, obviously. Ah, shit. Like I said, I'm trying. I'm gonna have to get a little more serious with my accessory work. And actually, I'll use that. I evade that one like dead.
You won't get away. Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you? Heard you. That student defeated our encampment in the tower. Old defense and no offense. You won't defeat us all! Always on the defensive.
Fine. And that one's tough enough that ain't enough. believe it or not. I just don't want to waste one potion, one of the good chill potions on this. Okay. Then I had wrong buttons then. I want that ready. With everything I'm dealing with, I'm more worried about him. Damn.
Rest easy, my old friend.
Such one less humour to work with.
Yeah, right.
Not your best. What an unfortunate disappointment.
Yeah, right. Like I said, I did pretty good. This is the hardest trial, dark magic trial I've tried, and without having the Unforgivables unlocked, it is one of the hardest. Now, the only good part is that did not kill my potion stash doing that. I rolled back to save, so it means it's bad enough. Hey, ma'am. You sent me to
Mrs.
die.
Fiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied.
If I had Imperial at this point,
who knows
I
what
probably would have been
I'll
able to
encounter on my next constitutional.
which is the sad truth.
Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
What?
Hmm?
That was a new one-handled type I don't recognize.
No, we've seen it before. Just not a very good-looking one.
Remember it.
It's akin to these, it's just different pattern. Unfortunately, any achievements are also cancelled with it too.
Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. Ah, she's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom, sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace belonged to the first of the Haggerty women, hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here.
That's the thing.
Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Do we want to keep the name critters?
Are you
I
sure
think we
Catherine
are
is the
going to keep the
culprit?
name.
It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with
Yeah,
all
we'll
manner
keep the
of
name.
criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Just means
Keep
I am
an eye
going to
on your
cycle it to nighttime.
And just remember, you gotta creep up on that thing.
I'll also be the first of them I'll be trying to grab
I ought to look
too.
into this thievery business.
I will
for
spoil
Mr.
a little
Haggerty
bit.
once night. The pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks
The
as if the thief took more than...
Headache of this is it's a very crafty niffler.
If you try to just walk up on it, you got a little ways till you actually got it.
Yeah, but I also have that perk where I can run.
If you just run up on him while he's there, he will burrow. And we thought the mission was bugged for like 2 days.
Well, part of it is we also forgot night when we tried to go back.
At night, and when, every time we came back, and still nothing there, so we thought.
I will be making sure I'm targeting him first.
More gold. I must be getting closer.
I think that one is, yeah. But I want to run off to Claire.
You can if you want, but I'm trying not to kill my character.
Fancy I'll have my own.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the game.
About a game.
Not that I'm trying to take out a camp I already cleared. But if I have to go through to do what I need, I will. Only reason I'm collecting the gold is might as well. Oh, that was farther fall than I thought it was.
It's just bad though from here though. My coming out my cave and then.
No, it's about right. Well, that's going down this way.
Who lived here, I wonder?
I think.
I don't think it is, because I don't remember this.
I got turned around, obviously. Oh boy.
That's still not good.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where I mixed up. Yep, it's up the hill. I missed off. It's evil that it could guide you into one of the biggest death traps in this game at this point.
If you're not geared for it.
I'll be honest, I know I'm not geared for it right now.
I still think the worst thing I've seen about this is different freaking web pages having to put up how to do the freaking demigeist statue.
Because there's a bunch of people thinking you gotta be...
like a certain spell.
Enjoy suffering,
Did
do
I
ya?
just get... Led me to another... Yeah, it's proof that they're trying to get you killed with this mission. Now, the other option would be to try... Okay, this is where I need to be careful. This son of a is a pain in the butt.
A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all.
Or is it not considered nighttime?
It's still nighttime. Sure as heck not. They're running around. Oh.
Revelia. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom.
If I saw one, Irondale, go for it. I'm gonna get closer. Hit him again. Because he is a pain in the ass.
I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief and his heirloom's coming home.
Yes. Only one I'm seeing right now. But there's so many different events.
No. There is.
Don't need to be watching so intently.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Now, dude, I'm sorry to say it. You need to apologize to your sister out of principle.
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But, I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
I don't need the gold, but for a price
I found
fits
your
the
heirloom, and I'll
vindictive
give
nature.
it to you. For a price.
Huh? I suppose that's only fair. Very well, we'll call it a reward.
Sounds more decent
decent
that way.
Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my...
A niffler mask.
But yeah, that's always new.
I'm sure I could do it.
I'm just trying to see if there's an odd quest over at this one. No. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be thorough. Because some of these do have little side quests, some don't. I'm trying to clear what I can. Believe me, there's plenty.
I can't go back there.
Okay, why aren't you targeting? What the hell?
Revelio.
Fine.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley. Edgar Adley. No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like
The
that.
acromantula?
Sounds like Milo knew exactly what he was in for, and risked your life as well.
No. Milo wouldn't have thought that way. He wasn't a bad wizard, merely a bit overconfident at times. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
No, sir. I'm a petty witch who likes proving that I'm better than you.
Now, where could that acromantula cave be?
Pretty much. Wait, what's attacking what over here?
Revelio.
Dude.
No, I heard something.
He's a poacher, though.
And that's why I targeted him.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Hmm?
So I'm realizing what I'm missing in my map bar.
I remember I can't fly over Hogsmeade. Honestly, they were traveling damn far for that venom. The only reason I'm flying across like this.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here.
that, really nothing affects the matriarchs. At least not for very long. Sadly, I'll be honest, the only reason I'm not using the charges is they're better against Aftermatula. Here's the bad part. I'm trying to pull off what it's trying to do as a goal. Well, I failed. I tried.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Revelio.
I don't know if there's anything really up here to worry about. I already failed that one. In fact, those one certificates totalis.
Revelio.
And I've already looted up here. That's kind of sad. I just don't want to deal with the babies.
Revelio. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. Revelio.
I have learned with him, the biggest trick is to just try not to give him a straight line of sight. And that includes his little helpers. I'm just thinking I did keep a full charge for a reason. And that's the reason I was happy to have full focus. Man, how'd that matter? Round 2. When it comes to me and other people, I'll admit that was my screw up.
So this is the infamous absconder.
What's sad is there's the dark magic emanating off him. Yeah. Wait, his combo took me down. So he's a multi-strike. Okay. Thing is, this is as far as I've gone on hard. What I'm gonna start doing is taking advantage. Damn. I was gonna say try to take advantage of the cursed effect with in combo with the one charge strike. And then I miss. Of course I missed. Oh. I didn't think he was going to be this bad.
So this is the infamous absconder.
I don't know how I survived that bad time. I know what I am going to do, though. Actually, that too. And honestly, the stomping challenges are tearing him off. Did I just pull it off without him summoning up his grunts?
Now that's
yeah,
taken care of. I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter.
I'm not sure.
Confringo. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Revelio.
I will fast travel back to his town, though. It does show you how powerful the spells and the potions really are. Oh, the plants and the potions really are, doesn't it?
I take it you decided against then.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Thing is, if you're actually clever, you could sneak in.
How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you.
No, I'm aggressive.
Thank you very much.
This is quite difficult to retrieve. Shouldn't I get a reward for my trouble?
Of course I'm happy to pay you. I can't afford much. I promised to pay for all the
actually,
supplies
I appreciate you doing that.
Hogwarts one day.
Okay, that's a hard wash. Should I be petty?
In that case, all right. Here's the heirloom watch.
Oh, thank you.
That shows
I know
not
that
a
my
total
daughter
bit.
will be glad to have this.
What do you have for sale?
Moment.
Milo can rest in peace now that his
If I
wishes have
find
been
out you're
fulfilled
lying to
and
me, I
his
will
daughter
destroy
has
you.
something to remember him by. Never mind replenishing my stocks. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'm just selling crap. That's unnecessary.
I'm gonna get screwed when I actually get to an area where shit's actually aggro.
Thank you for coming by.
In your
I
game,
appreciate
yeah.
your business.
You went back to your high level?
Yeah. Well, I was working on side missions myself for the most part.
Well, trying to highlight.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Excuse me, did
They
you
really
say
are.
something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper.
This is where it's a wash because, yes, they are interconnected.
Claire will be at her
but
shop.
There's definitely some confusion if you talk to her because the missions are enough apart.
What can be done?
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes. What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic in the Ashwinders. Has her imagination got the best of her?
I'm afraid not. Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Where are you?
I'm not triggering her other mission yet.
This could prove dangerous
because that does
if I'm
take you
not
two
careful.
drastically different directions. I remember that much.
Revelio. Confringo. 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 Is that Infurious wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardolph. Confringo.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dear. Your brother ain't okay.
I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
That went so much better than I did the first time for you.
Revelio.
I know what I'm doing now. It's a big difference. I'm not worried about any more Jabberknolls unless we see one of the uniques.
Just remember, it looks like a normal bird.
I know.
This mentions Infuri, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Demiguise statues and the moons
Revelio.
were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those Demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently.
And I just got the mission for the end of the moon. The demi-guys.
You'll talk to the...
I will finish the missions out here and then go do that. I think.
My plan is to have enough. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
Thing is, it's hard to say which one's crueler. The way I've been trying to play her for the most part. And it's the bitter good telling her
I regret
he's
to
dead.
say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph?
I kind of want to add another
That's
scar or
absurd.
change the scar.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand knitted.
And that doesn't really look like a scar, that just kind of looks more like you had hair not grow back to your eyebrow, right?
No. Yeah.
I'm truly sorry.
Actually, I know which
I
quest
wish
line
it
to
had
do
been
with
better
that.
news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
Yeah.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph!
I think this is in a couple quest lines. Significant quest lines.
Bardolph!
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention
Wicked
Ranrock's
looking, though.
loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods.
I do like that her
Ruthless.
starting dialogue
It's
changed a little
Ranrock
bit
I
in
have
her
to
body
thank for
language.
losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet
So
of
it
these
is different doing that
monsters.
one first.
I'm simply at my wit's end.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go
Because
near them.
otherwise she just kind of seems...
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
He's
Upper
hopeful, but
Hawksfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. I can't believe he's never coming home. Part of me wants to avenge the loss of my brother, whilst another part of me simply wants to hide.
I can't blame her saying
I'm
part of her wants to
unfortunately
eventually
quite
go, the other
familiar
part
with
wants to
Ranrock's
hide. It's like, that's
Perhaps I
natural.
can do something.
Because you're
Much as I
afraid you'll
would
be
love
not.
to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious.
Yeah, girl, they ain't gonna see me coming if I have my way.
Because it's that handle type put in black.
I got that checkerboard, which I don't like. Oh,
No, that looks like...
that's sexy.
I'm trying to be a dark witch if I have a pink wand. Trying to get the cool masks.
Oh, we already got cool
This is our
masks.
home.
But that's
Quite
something
the
else.
flyer.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Such arrogance. I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction.
Tells you how much they really care about the locals, doesn't it?
So he just doesn't know what's going on.
How nice of you to stop by. What? Quite.
I was ready to attack your ass.
Oh, he's knocked him off the edge, yep. No, not quite.
Revelio.
Think there's anything to loot? Nope.
One camp down. One more to go.
Yes.
Hmm?
I saw a targetable on like the bench shit. Or was that an
Interactable.
Okay. Sorry, it's hard to tell sometimes.
It is. It really is.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
These rocks have seen better days.
I'll fly out far enough to reset it. If I flew over it.
You make it a little different. Make myself cold.
Fine.
How nice of you to stop by. Let's get this over with.
I'll play nasty, let's play nasty.
I think the phrase is that it takes 12.
Yeah, but they might get a hit in with this many.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
There.
They're dead.
You did good.
Only got a couple scratches.
Scratches, right.
I should have done more.
Wait.
Forgive myself.
Okay.
Enjoy the show.
Like I said, he shows up in random spots of...
Hello, Madame Beaumont.
I know.
Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
That's if you can find them.
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Thank you. Sincerely.
Oh.
Stag skull decoration.
We'll find a spot for that.
I could handle another enchantment now.
I think I'm done with the quests out here. No, I'm not. There's 2 more out here. This is just trying to clear stuff out. These aren't long quest lines. That's the nice part. Okay,
what are you up to now?
Oh, yeah.
What needs doing, needs doing.
Is everything all right?
Dummy.
If the hamlet sent you here to talk to me about...
That's the nice way of putting it.
I know what I have to do.
Hey, can I retunic? I like that design.
Put down her own troll. I should be allowed to work up to it.
What do you mean, your own troll?
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry.
But just tells me she's traveled.
I suppose if you spend enough time with trolls, you forget your manners. I'm Alexandra. I didn't mean to be short with you. With Ranrock's lot seemingly everywhere, I thought the hamlet could use a bit more security. But my plan has gone awry. I apologised when he almost trampled half the hamlet yesterday. He just needs more time. But everyone wants him gone. They think it's mad, my training a troll. Impossible, even.
I'm inclined to agree with them. Trolls are dangerous creatures.
I know. But I had to try. I suppose I understand why everyone's been so concerned. What made
I
me
figured out
think I
who
could
she
train
reminds
him?
me of.
I should have learned from Barnabas the Barmy.
Amy Pond.
But he's my troll and my problem. I'll be honest.
Take a bit
I'm
more
afraid
than
I won't be able to
that.
take care of him. He's stronger than any troll I've ever encountered.
She looks like the grown-up version of the actual little kid that was Amelia.
I wish I knew someone else who could do it.
That'll give you.
What exactly were you training the troll to do?
I was hoping to train him to serve as protection for us. Frankly, I struggled to teach him even a word or two. Couldn't give him even a semblance of self-control.
Who's Barnabas the Barmy?
Surely you've seen the tapestry of him at Hogwarts. It hangs in the 7th floor corridor. He allegedly tried to train trolls for the ballet. You can imagine how that turned out.
I'm not thrilled at the prospect, but I'll consider it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to suggest that you should do it. In fact, you should avoid the area just southwest of here. At least until I work up the courage to do what needs to be done.
Girlfriend, it's not that hard to take care of a troll, believe me. Especially when you don't have backup.
That could be devastating. I take it you're Alexandra's friend?
Favorite that thing a bit. Ow, talk about thing in a bit. But that's what I mean, is it shows how devastating the plants really are.
Revelio.
She can find her plans. She really had a quick plan, and I don't think it would have worked anyway.
She was trying, and we commend her for trying, but...
I will say it, no more mead before going out for ideas. After all, we've seen what happens.
Retiring to the countryside was the best decision I ever made.
It's
and that's not even counting the moves with Hagrid.
I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
Any plan you had to train that thing was doomed. He tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
I'm gonna be an ass.
Whisperer?
Yes, that
Troll
was
Whisperer.
it. I suppose it's your title now.
It ain't Troll Whisperer. I didn't get him to cooperate.
Truly,
I killed him.
Thank you for what you did.
The Troll Whisperer. Seems fitting.
Hello. Might you have time to help with an urgent delivery?
You sound as if you could use some help.
How fortunate to see you. The, what was it? Troll Slayer or Vanquisher? Whisperer? No matter. You clearly know
And he doesn't
how to
bring
get
that
things
up at all.
done.
Yeah.
Eddie Thistlewood's the name.
Just talk to him
Listen,
first. So.
a friend of mine in Feldcroft needs help fighting Ranrock's loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
You sent crates of cabbages to battle Ranrock's loyalists?
I did indeed. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation, they'll simply leave Feldcroft alone. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Why would the goblins target Feldcroft?
My friend Bernard says they've been seen in the area for a while. He seems to think they're looking for something, but lately they've become more aggressive.
Could you not grow or buy more Chinese chomping cabbages?
I suppose I could, but that would take time. Time we do not have, what with Ranrock's thugs posing
Well, I do
new
agree
threats
with
every
him. Time's
day.
of the essence when you're trying to
Besides,
stop
it's the principle of the
entities
matter.
from
I grew
destroying
those cabbages, and
village.
they are extraordinary.
Any idea where I might find the crates?
Yes, from what I hear, one was spotted south of Feldcroft, the other, so I hear, is south of Brockborough near the river.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
I should be going now.
That's like
Thank
if you can be a bitch and just want to be the best.
I'm
but
convinced that Feldcroft
care
will be
about
much
people's
safer
sake.
with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them.
I am
Sounds
fast
like
traveling.
fun.
I am not flying no 10,000. So down here. Guess I'll hit that one.
Your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
That crate of Chinese
Okay, it's
chomping
already a
cabbages
camp
is somewhere
incidentally
in
that I
this camp.
cleared, but I doubt it's still clear.
Nope.
I've never been afraid of the dark.
What was that? What's this?
Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helmet stuff.
They are.
Confringo!
You've heard quite enough.
Oh, I hate these things.
Ridiculous one has to defend oneself against the flood!
Overgrown weed. Plants in a duel.
Revelio.
If there's anything I can loot. Now, by our own rules, though, I am going
Oh,
to.
wow, he's pretty.
We decided when I was clearing some of these before, I'm just going to try to catch these ones I come across like this. Now that I have the capability.
Because you may or may not keep them in the long run, but your first move for
Arresto Memento.
oh. There.
Shit.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Yeah, it's
Cheating.
yeah. It's turning around. It's turning around.
Revelio.
Yeah, it's right there.
Shit.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding
I have
me.
a few favourite hunting spots.
I say Glacius? Possible?
What I'm gonna do is hit it again. Now that I'm close enough.
Professor Howin will never believe this.
I'm a little more upset that it reset it.
Or you flew it over... No, it did reset. Damn.
Revelio.
For as snooty as Upper Hogsfield is, I don't have much to steal.
You should never have come here.
It's you! Can't figure out one.
That's one crate in hand. I only need one more. Revelio.
Hold up, you want that white, or was that another green? Not that. In blue in the tree. I thought to your right, up there in the shiny.
Good eye.
Arresto momentum.
The color looked off. Just don't know if you can hit him from here.
Well, we'll show people the big deal about that.
Everything's all right now.
Actually, you see it.
I don't know how I know this. But now we just gotta pick out a nice female for him.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
An intruder!
No, what's interesting is the unicorn, it just
You
looks
can
like
see
it
why
keeps its
Feldcroft
full
needs.
coat.
Ranrock's loyalists are
Yeah,
hiding
that's
out
what
near
it seems to
Feldcroft.
be.
They must
So
have
it's
the other
some sort
crate of
of
Chinese chomping cabbages.
Genetic disorder where it keeps the...
Youthful.
Revelio.
Is what I
That's all of the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr.
I'm not worried about
Thistlewood's
clearing.
friend
I
in
just want to
Feldcroft.
take the collection. It's kind of worse, isn't it?
Oh, that's you hitting something with
Hello
your
there.
foot.
Do you have a special delivery from my dear
Well, it
friend
sounded like
Eddie?
part of the
Hello,
prep fail. You
Mr.
keep bumping
Ndai.
that.
Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to
Oh, it was a
expect
print
you.
fail.
Do you have the
Yeah,
Chinese
but you're thinking
chomping
it's that
cabbages?
one. Oh.
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards
the fourth time
protecting
we
the
printed this
hamlet from
damn thing?
Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul
Yeah, but
curs
some of
who
them barely got
I'm willing
going.
to guess
Where I got parts
intercepted them in
to
the first place.
take care of some serious
Along
maintenance.
with Rookwood's
You got a
lot.
couple flats.
Feldcroft owes a debt of
The one that-
gratitude to you and Eddie.
Technically went through, but
Thank you for your help.
We got start of
Do you have any idea why the goblins are attacking Feldcroft?
No clue.
And honestly,
I used to
we're
think it was
almost
because of
to
its
the jaw
strategic
on this one.
location. But now it's as if they were
The lower
looking
jaw.
for something. I will admit, however, that I don't know what they could possibly be looking for.
How do you and Eddie know each other?
We met at Hogwarts. Been friends and business associates ever since. I wasn't surprised to get his owl about his Chinese chomping cabbage scheme. He was always one to go out of his way to help another.
You're welcome. Happy to be of assistance.
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart
Part of
the
my
goblins.
ulterior motive here is if they're after you, they're not after me. I believe it. It's their Glacius' upgrade. Add shards when they explode. So that's something using Glacius. Okay, I don't think I have any more out on the world map right now?
I don't see any.
So I'm gonna head back to Hogsmeade.
Wow.
Part of it is the sweeping competition is a turn-in. I have the guy because of the moons. The demi guys.
We gotta be getting close to the haunted Hogsmeade.
My advice when dealing
We gotta be.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Even though that will be its own video.
Oh, yeah.
That's long.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
But like I said, I've got Friend Indeed. That's Serona. Take the Biscuit. And there's the other one over here. I'm trying to remember. Venomous Revenge. I don't know if I have any.
Winter. You have to wait for winter. So we're in the wrong seat.
And technically, I still have some quest givers in Hogwarts.
He'll
We'll
see it was a
actually do
mistake
this-
parting ways with me.
The way it
Sir,
wants us
is
to this
everything
time.
all right?
How kind
We'll
of you to
actually do this
ask.
the way it wants
The
us
name's
to this time. We
Ackley
just kinda
Barnes. And no, it is not.
Yeah.
I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my
BS'd our way through
ex-business
it the
partner,
first
a
time.
conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about
Thing is,
committing
I've
some
already called
grand
this character
part
Klepto
last
because of breaking into everything.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted
Ate his
fiend.
Kneasel.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I
My
have
answer, they should
it,
not have
then
been aligned.
Lawley
That were the
doesn't.
plants were.
Ergo, I
Especially
can
if
launch
they're
my business, and he
carnivorous.
must start all over again. I'm
So I
killing
consider
two
that a
snidgets
fault
with
of
one
the
stone.
Yep.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacular.
All I could say is I wish I could bring him the giant one from the...
Remember, I just need that venomous
What would you do
tentacular.
with one that big?
Because he'd be wet up.
Seems I need to find Mr.
One is
Lawley's
the one
cellar.
from Lolly's cellar. What is this?
This must
It's the
be
giant one from Hogwarts.
This is what we do in broad daylight. We're
This must
committing
be the
grand
cellar.
plant larceny. Oh,
Now,
shit.
to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What the hell, dude? Can I stun him? No.
What the hell? Oh. But how does it fail if you froze it?
I don't know if I can. Nope, can't do it.
They don't let ya.
Hello, Amora.
Definitely worth a try.
Because technically Glacius can be non-lethal. I would have allowed it.
Considering I tried for the stealth? Because technically Fortificus Totalis isn't
Where is
lethal
that
either.
venomous
So.
tentacula?
Well, we're not allowed to use combat moves on the general pop.
I will talk about his little spider problem down here, though.
Yeah, you can a bit of a pest problem.
You sure it was the venomous tentacula that...
I don't think it was. Because if he's got these things in the basement, there's no guarantee one of them didn't freaking tunnel to the cat. The measle. Forgive me. A giant cat.
I'm half convinced Crookshank is at least a mixed breed.
The way they modeled the measles is very much Crookshank's face.
Yeah.
And I could believe that they did it where cats and measles can cross. I'm sorry, Expelliarmus, all the lights should just fly off.
I'm just sticking out on the fangs. The only reason I'm using it is the cursed effect.
Revelio.
Well, I don't need any more Mandrake, so... They're the ones that aren't really as useful, as a rule. There's some exceptions,
They
but...
do stun things decently on occasion.
I think I can get up there with a little
Yeah,
bit of
when
tactic.
you go around and blow out the one window that's covered.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to
Gotta
Mr. Barnes.
torch that.
Confringo!
Because initially we tried to do the I'm not comfortable with that, which we will do on a different different character. And it's just, it's bad. Now to get back out of here without him catching. Okay, you're only allowed to get.
What?
I wasn't sure if it was gonna let you get that, didn't he, for a second?
I had a suspicion of what was going on, so...
Oh, I see.
Question is he still out here?
Revelio.
I just want to rub him behind while I'm at it. Be a little petty.
You're paying your school fees. See, I...
where he was. I would have it so Singer would catch you now. Like, what the hell are you doing down there? That ain't yours.
And just big rent. Because there's no way that's in your pocket.
Completed that errand for me yet?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Dude, I don't go to
Thank you
Zonko's.
again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
That gives you a conjuration spell back?
Yep, I'll take care of that one quick.
I'm sorry, it's the food, naming things after food thing.
We're just not blaming your friend for this one.
Nope.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Hello, is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life
Okay, that's
without
gonna
her.
make it even worse.
Mooncalves are often thought of
Saying
as
that
silly,
he
simple-minded
got the
creatures.
pet because she
I've
started
seen
following
great
him
depth
and
of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garnuff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts.
We'll
Keep
see
an
what
eye
it
out
lets
for her.
me
And be
do.
careful out there. Poachers are...
That's the truth. Hmm?
I know what it lets you do. I've seen this doll.
I don't remember if it let us try to keep her. Yeah, that's gonna be bad.
All of those where it's saving somebody's pet
Sounds as if I'd need to head
have
north
that
to
option.
find those
Is this the
poachers.
one for the grill?
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just
Oh, this
escaped with
is-
my life. I
Yeah,
need
we'll
to be
hand
better
over a
prepared
Thunderbrew.
next time. Could use some thunder brew.
He's gonna give good rewards
I don't
back.
suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
Yes, I have some right here. Please, take it. And be careful.
Goes into the
Thank
argument
you,
of people's
thank
safety.
you. I knew you had a good heart. I feel better already just knowing I have some thunder brew on hand.
Now, don't drink it in here. And that's why it's worth being nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how marvelous.
Poachers. Garnuff was right then. I'd better be careful.
They are being oddly positioned this time.
They're also pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very strange.
Please don't mind dying to make me a few sickles.
That at least clears that.
But we're going to take care of all of them.
I don't even know if this will take him out.
I hope so.
Hello? Someone there?
Oh, shit. Why did he come back?
He saw his buddy.
Okay, and there's no more.
Oh boy.
I wasn't sure if she was close enough. And he's walking into the cage.
Thanks for making it easy for me.
Your poaching days are over.
I just don't know which one.
The end petrifies the means. Wow.
So you've petrified that many now.
Since I don't have that on the casual, that's sad.
You're gonna be getting close on the casual then?
Gotta be.
You've been doing the same method since you started figuring out what you were
doing wrong.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit?
Nope. Biscuit. Little one's Biscuit. Where'd it go? There.
And I just hit the wrong one. I have moon calves. She is.
Alright, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garnoff, shall we?
Whatever gender she is.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, we're mean.
I know I feel so bad for this.
Mm-hmm. This is not our norm.
There's also the lady with the niffler. That was her companion, I think, after her husband died.
There's the niffler, there was the one bird.
Was there a bird?
Yeah, there's a bird one too.
Garnoff,
I didn't know about
I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you alright?
She's safer with me.
It was terrifying for both of us.
If it weren't for me, I suspect those poachers would have flayed her alive.
Oh, perish the thought. Thank Merlin you were able to save her in time. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
She's safer with me.
I think Biscuit will be safer with me, Garnoff.
What? No. You can't take my Biscuit from me. What will I do without her?
Great, Emma.
Biscuit is clearly not safe with you, and I know how to protect her.
Perhaps Ramrock was right about wizard kind, always thinking yourself superior to others. May I never be so unfortunate as to cross paths with you again. What shall I do without Biscuit?
The problem is, when you do the nice route, he's singing your praises.
Mm-hmm. He is too. It's night and day. I want to take care of this, though. It feels wrong.
Revelio certainly.
It's one of those things that just kind of makes you feel like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously he loved that moon
Those
path.
statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl. On your stationery.
Ah. Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
He is a bit much for a caretaker, but he means well. And he's terrified of those statues.
Okay, I thought that was the negative response. But...
I know.
It's negative.
You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do.
Because you're not
I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You'll know better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
I doubt it. Of all things I will get in here, I'll take care of this quick too.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend, Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I remember I didn't look at the letters the first time.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me.
But
and
I will
to
look
Dorothy.
this time.
Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade.
Oh, I hit the right section. Okay. What can I say? I know this is going to be a longer video, but...
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now,
we're running out of
Mrs.
side quest.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I'll say I have it,
because
it's
oh, thank
not a big
you.
deal.
How wonderful.
Because I collect that every time I see
The travelling vendors
it.
will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her Muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Garlic Smuggleborn. Or Garlic Smuggleborn. Hmm.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
This piece of random.
Of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Because Muggleborn Professor is not going to get along with Pure Blood Maniac.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
In fact, there's even stuff out here. Yeah, that bothers me a little bit.
Nothing to poach in except spiders. Not worth it.
I don't know how I overlooked that the first time.
It all comes to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sir. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo!
And that's double snare. Actually, I do want to go back in that. I want to... Guess I'll put it into this grid so I don't
Lumos.
have to keep going back into that.
Confringo.
If I noticed that before, I would have just hit that.
Revelio.
Look, you can't quite make the jump. I do remember when you go down that slope, you can't come back up, so.
Revelio.
At least at some point. This point.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Well, you're a tough son of a bitch. To be honest, he was giving me a decent hurt.
Revelio. Confringo. This must be Serena's box of letters.
Cute. And I'm not done in here yet.
I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Serona will be glad to have this back. Revelio.
That was a good job. And honestly, there are a lot of good supplies in here. I'm just glad most of these don't have an upper limit. Just port there. still thinking about how many people we still need to take care of an odd side quest in Hogwarts, too.
Hello, Serona. I have
I
good
haven't even
news.
covered those yet.
I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklums for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I miss cheering for Ravenclaw.
I like that. There's nothing better than getting the snitch when your team's down 140 points.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle.
When by the...
You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We
tip
do.
of your nose, basically.
She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
We just got a keg shelf.
Awesome. So we're gonna have a keg shelf and a bookshelf on the same section.
Probably. Okay, I'm not sure where that is. Okay, that is in Hogwarts.
There's nothing else in Hogsmeade?
That was the last of Hogsmeade. So I'll start working through Hogwarts quick. Partially, I'm trying to get all this list off the log. Of course, I'm gonna have to wait for daylight. Low charge.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I'm not convinced you need to worry. Perhaps your uncle's been delayed, and surely he can take care of himself.
That's exactly what Professor Weasley said when she forbade me from leaving the grounds to look for him. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages.
I think I just
even speaks gobbledygook.
It said side mission.
But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Actually, depending how close it is, it'd almost be worth flying it. Not quite though.
Is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river. Could this be Mr. Oakes's Cameron's loyalists just ahead?
I didn't mean to fly right into it, but they're already seeing me, so...
Not quite. Don't glance off of me. Was that your best? You will suffer.
Okay, this is definitely under my level range if they're capping at 20.
How long since you've done side missions?
True.
Confringo! Revelio. Mr. Oakes's trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. I should investigate.
I'm just gonna loot this one quick since I'm right here. And if I remember details right.
Revelio.
Well, there's... It's going from a ruins down the river, and I'm thinking it's up here, but only ruin. Well, it could be that one too. I'm gonna follow my gut right now. Because why I know it follows the river from the map.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now, to find the crooked tree.
I'm looking for the crooked tree. I don't see it yet.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
I want to look at it again quick. Okay.
Revelio.
unfortunately, to figure it out, sometimes it's not that obvious either, so.
Revelio.
Starting to think I may have went too far.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
This is where it gets hard. Because trying to view the rocks, the little tent thing. Keep following the river for now, I guess. Yeah, I'm saying that's not gonna work. The thing is, I made a comment about the crooked tree, and I've yet to see that. Or what I'd interpret as that, anyway. Part of this map's not showing any bridges, so.
Revelio.
Could that be some of what I was showing? But all that's here doesn't add up to what it was saying.
This place has seen better days.
Wait, what did it just say?
This place has seen better days.
I'm sorry, I was having a momentary doubt.
I mean, there's the trees almost falling over, but I don't really consider those crooked.
There's that up there? No, that's not it. That'd be this. The hell? I hate to think we'll have to look it up, but
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Coral Ruins Blue Flank. You need to go towards the bandit camp castle. That's over.
I swore I got close to
Fly into
that.
the smallest enclosed part of the castle and head inside. There's a tiny little door.
What do we have here?
It's literally specifying your best bet to fly. Get into the door.
An intruder!
I think it's that door there.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Sure.
What am I doing here? This patrol is...
Don't do that!
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Oh, there's no comment about being a spot on the map.
Hmm?
It did make a comment on there about it being the spot on the map.
Down here.
What I'm gonna say. He did say that once you get down there, you're probably gonna have to fight goblins.
Revelia.
They lost sight. So I was almost there. I just didn't interpret it right.
What will we find in here?
What I will do is go viz.
Revelia.
Yeah, normally I do try to tough out the puzzles. Goblins will rule over wizards at last. It's punishment to us all, however.
It's just when it's
human around.
After 2.
Hello?
I was wondering if it would get him too or not. Apparently not.
Red Rock will need us coming through.
Guess the only good part is I have all 3 levels of a little more, so there's a door in the way.
I don't have to worry about it.
I wish it just gave you the option with level 3 of okay, just pop the damn door if it's a 1 or 2.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
This is the way up to him. Well, that'll be helpful. Got a problem on my way. Sally, I'm really not sure which way I should be going. I'm just tearing everything apart. Doesn't help I know this is one of the longer subquests.
Told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen. Wait a moment.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that.
It is sad you can do that to them too. Of distracting them with the spells. I usually don't. God, think about how many times other sequences would have been easier if I had.
Mm-hmm.
Revelia. Confringo. A boiler door. How to open it?
Fancy yourself? There's that sneaky little student.
One less human to worry about.
And of course they're still trying to find me.
One way or another, we'll get what we owe.
There's a named in here, so come to wash if it's worth trying to take him out. I have underground covering. And before people say I missed some Lincoln Weld, I've got max loadout. It ain't gonna do no good.
so much you can actually go further. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down, very light, and you'll be swift. But who wants to be swift?
Did I just petrify the one that was the infamous? Yes. Oh my god. Hi. It's not like I'm trying to waste time. That's the sad part. I'm just trying to...
Rather up wide coming back this way.
It's up invisible again. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay. Don't actually hurt.
I won't rest until you're dead. No! I will.
Revelio.
Okay, dude. I will criticize a bit. You should have been on me.
You only have a finger. Revelio.
Okay. Definitely getting there, and that's the main point.
Revelio.
In fact, I'm not seeing any more. I'm gonna... You know, I'm starting to see some more.
Not quiet.
Confringo. I wonder if that leads on.
Easily diverted.
Damn.
You can't stop us.
I'm just taking a picture, to be honest.
Revelio.
Not that they're difficult, they're just a pain.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
So basically, the area was before. That goes into the downside of exploring a little bit. I guess the only good thing is I should be able to just pick it up now.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Oh, I got a fancy necklace. And now, unfortunately for me, I have to work my way back out. Not that it's hard, it's just a nuisance. Yes, I'm definitely running out of side quest.
How nice.
Ah, yet.
You almost had a lucky shot. One there. Oh, that was meant
My
for
answer
me.
is, yes, I want to eventually clear that camp. Right now, it's not a priority. I still have quests in Hogwarts, otherwise. So I know there's the one down here with... I thought I hit that point? Apparently I didn't. I'm still targeted. Till they quit showing. Fortunately, that's the truth. No, I can fast travel. Luckily, most of these are pretty quick. The ones I'm worried about are fairly quick, I should say. I don't want to do any what Puff's main storyline right now.
I'd sink like a stone. Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people?
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Wands Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the Ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm not sure this is a worthwhile endeavour. Do the mer people even want to be liaised with?
They seem to be open to it so far. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
How has wizardkind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well, we've consistently deigned mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the Ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
What do you imagine a liaison to the mer people would do?
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I perfect my mermish, of course, and I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizardkind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
What is it about the mer people that interests you so much?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumour is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known merpeople, sirens, come from Greece. And of course Scotland has Selkies and Ireland is home to Merrows. I could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water. I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself.
This isn't long, and honestly, this has been here a while. I just hadn't cleared it.
Look at this place. Did the Mer people really leave Nerida an artifact? Confringo!
The thing is, there's all the little things people have found out that you can guide.
I'll need you to come with me.
The light bug for Merlin trials multiple times.
Now for the rest
but not
of you.
these. I've tried.
What do we have in here then? Nerida will be happy about this.
I'm just gonna make it easier on myself to get back over here, so.
Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
I quite like the idea of an authentic Mermish artifact. I'm tempted to keep it myself.
What? Why would you do that? That gift was a gesture of goodwill, a symbol of hope. I was going to show it to the ministry.
If you really wanted this, then perhaps you should have fetched it yourself.
I would, if I knew how to swim. I just hope you haven't set relations between wizard kind and mer people back decades. That's it. I shall definitely need to learn how to swim. Or use a boat.
Definitely a darker route, but the other part here is Sebastian. There's Herodania, that's long, I remember that one. The Summoner's Court. Those will wait for now. I might just throw them into the next one. I will finish up Moon. Just to finish the sake of getting off the list. After all, we're quickly we're past 2.5 hours.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
Yes, him. That's the one.
Oh, he could always take a joke, Piers. He's playing with me. Ha! Hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I wonder if he still has the flowing locks. Pigtails. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm going to go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Kinda mean, but it's it done. But I will say that's gonna be all for now. Because I know the Hall of Heridonia, those are long. I could do the Cross Twan of Summoner's Court quick. That's really not that bad. I'm just thinking about it. But the Hall of Heridonia, that's a big puzzle room. It's not that I don't enjoy them. Just they are hard.
I don't believe we've met.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha. Looking forward to beating you at Summoner's Court today. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. My brother's doing well, thanks to you.
The hell?
And he listens to me now. Turns out, Accio! Yes!
Oh. Yeah.
You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
I have an idea though.
Yes!
It'd be a little more brutal than I normally would be.
Accio!
All I have to do is keep it on the board. Okay. Worked out. He's gonna be pissed.
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
More like you underestimated me. That was your mistake.
Fair enough. But a little sporting spirit wouldn't hurt you. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Considering she should have had it. But thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.